Good morning. Welcome to a thankful Thursday. So let's start our day with gratitude and with our wishes coming true as we go into our Pixie programming. So let's be grateful for all our dreams, knowing that they've all come true as we manifest them while we have a Pixie programming. So without further ado, let's start our morning run. Thank you, Dave sir, for the music, and let's go for it. Yes, I'm a winner. Oh, wonderful. Left leg in the front, right in the back, and let's start once again. Yes. How wonderful. I'm a winner in this game of life, and we love playing this game. Isn't that amazing? Awesome. Fantastic. So let's start our day with the Ikigai. Any leaders today, please volunteer and raise your hands. So the Ikigai, yesterday we heard from people what they think, why they turned so old, and what's the reason. So some passion of theirs, some belief of theirs made them live as long. So today we're going to be talking about the Ikigai artists. So, all right, so let's see who will read for us today. Ankur Agarwal, would you want to read? Would you want to try? Okay, good. Thank you so much for accepting. So we're on page number 94, Ikigai artists.
Ikigai artist. The secret to long life, however, is not held by
Super centenarians.
alone. There are many people of advanced age who, though they haven't made it into Guinness World Record, offer us inspiration and ideas for bringing energy and meaning to our lives. Artists, for example, who carry the torch of their ikigai instead of retiring, have this power. Art, in all its form, is an ikigai that can bring happiness and purpose to our days. Enjoying or creating beauty is free and something all human beings have access to. Hokoshi, the Japanese artist who made wood block prints in ukiyo-e style and lived for 88 years from the mid 80th to the mid 90th century, added his postscript to the first edition of his 100 view of Mount Fuji. All that I have produced before the age of 70 is not worth being counted. It is at the age of 73 that I have somewhat begun to understand the structure of true nature, of animals and grasses, and trees and birds, and fishes and insects. Consequently, at 80 years of age, I shall have made still more progress. At 90, I hope to have penetrated into the mystery of things. At 100 years of age, I should have reached decidedly a marvelous degree. And when I shall be 110, all that I do, every point and every line shall be instinct for with life.
So, do you see how wonderfully this person has talked about his art and he's evolving and he's got dreams and dreams which he says that they're going to come true at this decade, this decade, this decade because he has a zest for life, to live life and to keep reinventing his art. So, how wonderful. He's driven by his passion. Yes, let's continue.
In the pages that follow, we have collected some of the most inspirational words from artists interviewed by Camille Sweeney for the New York Times. Of those still living, none have retired and all still enjoy their passion, which they plan to pursue until their final breath, demonstrating that when you have a clear purpose, no one can stop you. The, the actor Christopher Plummer, still working at 86, reveals a dark desire shared by many who love the profession. We want to drop dead on stage. That would be a nice theatrical way to go. Osamu Tezuka, the father of modern Japanese manga, shared this feeling. Before he died in 1989, his last words as he drew one final cartoon were, "Please just let me work." The 86-year-old filmmaker Frederick Wiseman declared on a stall through Paris that he likes to work, which is why he does it with such intensity. Everybody complains about their aches and pains and all that, but my friends are either dead or are still working, he said. Carmen Hamra, a painter who just entered her 100th year, sold her first canvas at age 89. Today her work is in the permanent collection of the Tate Modern and the Museum of Modern Art. When asked how she viewed her future, he responded, "I am always waiting to finish the next thing. Absurd, I know, I go day by day."
Isn't that wonderful to know that people are working to the last minute of their life and they want to drop dead on stage, being in their character, being living the life that they love. And people are just wanting to just keep going older and keep working. And that is Ikigai. Never retire, always be working, always work into something that you love. So this very word retire is so misconstrued. Retire from work maybe, but why from your passion? Why retire from life? So it's very beautiful to know that people have their passion and Carmen Herrera is one huge inspiration. At 89, her first canvas was sold. She had a debut as a painter. How wonderful. So life was always beautiful. Never stop learning. You may grow old and trembling in your anatomies. You may lie awake at night, listening to the disorder of your veins. You may miss your only love. You may see the world about you devastated by evil lunatics, or know your honor trampled in the sewers of baser minds. There's only one for it then. There's only one thing for it then to learn. Learn why the world wags and what wags it. That is the only thing which the mind can never exhaust, never alienate, never be tortured by, never fear or distrust, and never dream of regretting. How wonderful. These words are said by T.H. White, the once and future king. So, very simply, we are being told never to stop learning, to always learn, and to find the reason why you want to learn, what drives you. So, you're never exhausted, you're never alienated, you're never tortured by it. There's no fear in your mind. You just know it's amazing. And whatever you dream, you're doing it. So, you're never regretting it either. So, very beautiful to know that. Yes, Ankur, let's continue.
For his part, naturalist and author Edward O. Wilson asserted, I feel I have enough experience to join those who are addressing big questions. About 10 years ago, when I began reading and thinking more broadly about the questions of what are we, where did we come from, and where are we going, I was astonished at how little this was being done. Ellsworth Kelly, an artist who passed away in 2015 at the age of 92, assured us that the idea that we lose our faculties with age is in part a myth because instead we develop a greater clarity and capacity for observations. It is one thing about getting older. You see more. Every day I am counting to see new.
Continue.
That's why there are new paintings.
So very clearly, simply understand one thing that if people are saying कि age के साथ फर्क पड़ जाता है, नहीं फर्क पड़ता. You're losing your sensibility. You're not with age. No, it's all a myth. So you, in fact, you have greater clarity. You have more capacity for observation. But yes, there are people when they become old, they become a little senile. They lose their marbles. Why? Because they don't have anything to drive them. Whereas you see, like you could see two people, one at 88, and like thriving, flourishing, learning something new. One at 88, absolutely going rotten. That's the mental being. So if you wish to actually elevate yourself and just keep learning, growing, you would never grow old. Now that's the beauty about learning. It keeps you young. So just let's go for it. And I hope the Super Sangha never ages, so as to say. And I hope each one of us becomes super sanitarian. So yes, yes, please continue.
886, the architect Frank Gehry reminds us that some buildings can take 7 years from the time you are
So let's turn the page. Yes, thanks.
hired until you are finished, a fact that favors a patient attitude with regard to the passage of time. The man responsible for the Gauguin Museum, Bilbo, however, knows how to live in the here and now. You stay in your time, you don't go backward. I think if you relate to the time you are in, you keep your eyes and ears open. Read the paper, see what's going on, stay curious about everything. You will automatically be in your time.
So these lines resonate with the power of now. You stay in your time. Don't go backwards. Relate to the time that you are in. Keep your ears and eyes open. Read the paper. So read the paper means be updated about what's going on. See what's going on. Stay curious about everything. You will automatically be in your time. So when you're updated and you are in sync with the time, why will you ever want to go backwards? A lot of elders have this tendency of talking about the past, ऐसे था, वैसे था, वैसे था, because they haven't embraced the present. And they're ridiculously criticizing the present by saying past में तो बड़ा अच्छा था. अब तो सब चीजें बड़ी modern हो गई हैं. But isn't technology great? If you and I want, we can really think good things about it. Like I belong to the 70s, that's when I was born. And to now into 2100s, I mean, to 2000s, it's beautiful. You have a mobile phone, you can connect wherever. There were days when we used to leave and only, like, when you leave and you reach the place, could you make a call? Now it's available all throughout. Internet is available. We all are together on Zoom. It's all technology. So I think it's wonderful. Of course, people are saying side effects as school is going online. But imagine this full 1.5 year would have been a gap year for children if there was no technology. So rather than cribbing, complaining about what we have now and what we had in the past, it's always nice to embrace the present with its best things. Everything has good and bad sides. So why not count only the blessings? Now let's talk about longevity in Japan. Because of its robust civil registry, many of those verified as having lived the longest are found in the United States. However, there are more centenarians living in the remote villages in other countries. A peaceful life in the countryside seems pretty common amongst people who have watched a century pass. Without question, the international superstar of longevity is Japan, which has the highest life expectancy of any country in the world. In addition to a healthy diet, which we will explore in detail, and an integrated healthcare system in which people go to the doctor for regular checkups to prevent disease, Longevity in Japan is closely tied to its culture, and we will see later on. The sense of community and the fact that Japanese people make an effort to stay active until the very end are key elements of their secret to long life. If you want to stay busy, even when there's no need to work, there has to be an ikigai on your horizon, a purpose that guides you throughout your life and pushes you to make things of beauty and utility for the community and yourself. So, very important to understand that all of us need to find purpose, a purpose to live, a purpose to make things beautiful and utilize it. And also very important if you read, utility for the community and yourself. So, think of something which is enriching you and the world around you. It's not I, me, and am, it's us. When everyone grows, we grow. So, please start giving as well. Thank you, Ankur. Thank you, Tej sir. Tomorrow we begin from page 100 for the new chapter. And today we'll close it at this point. Let's move on to the power of now. In the power of now, we were studying about how life is, what we are thinking about our life, what's purpose for our life, the power of now, and especially we spoke about the beautiful chapter that we are not our mind, that we are not our body, and if it's we have to be living in the present, and all of us are not living in the present. There's anxiety, there's so much happening. Today we're going to be reading about how we have pain. Yes, we have pain. Yes, we have fears. What is the way out of pain? And what is consciousness? I repeat, consciousness is awareness. Awareness of I am aware that I'm neither the mind nor the body. I am the soul. I've come here to fulfill my life's purpose. And that purpose, I'm divinely guided if I'm interlinked. If not, at least I start hearing my gut feeling. So create no more pain in the present. Nobody's life is entirely free of pain and sorrow. Isn't it a question of learning to live with them rather than trying to avoid them? So, Uncle, do you want to continue to read or you want to change your reader? However you want.
I can continue, ma'am.
Very good. Please continue. So, we read from the greater part.
The greater part of human pain is unnecessary. It is self created as long as the unobserved mind runs your life. The pain that you create now is always some form of non acceptance, some form of unconscious resistance to what is. On the level of thought, the resistance is some form of judgment. On the emotional level, it is some form of negativity. The intensity of the pain depends on the degree of resistance to the present moment, and this in turn depends on how strongly you are identified with your mind. The mind always seeks to deny the now and to escape from it. In other words, the more you are identified with your mind, the more you suffer. Or you may put it like this: the more you are able to honor and accept the now, the more you are free of pain, of suffering, and free of the egoic mind.
What do we understand by this? What do we understand by this paragraph? Can anyone tell me? So, the mind is all the time trying to stay away from the present. Why? Because it's tough to live right now. It's always easier to talk about the past or the future. What is the present doing to us? Why are we trying to stay away from it? Any answers? Okay. So if you identify with your mind, the more you suffer, you may just start understanding that, okay, this is the present and I accept the now the way it is in true totality. अगर मैं प्रेजेंट को एक्सेप्ट करता हूँ जैसे ये है, सो जो कुछ भी आ रहा है सर माथे पे, I'm free of pain, I'm free of suffering because I choose not to suffer. I choose to be free of pain. And my egoic mind is not telling me anything because I am in the now. Yes, present allows to be 100%. So, very important to understand that you are yourself right now. Mind causes illusion, now is a reality. 100%. Live in the present the way it is. Very nice. So, yes, that's how. So, here we are. without whatever is happening is the best for me, 100%. Now, the more you're free of pain and suffering, the more you're relaxed in life. And everything is about now. Remember one thing, very few of us live in the present. We're all living in the past and the future. So let's learn to accept the now, and let's learn to know that we can voluntarily choose to be free of pain, of suffering, of ego, because that's all in our hands. If you're having pain, so for example, I'll give you a very small example. There are a lot of mosquitoes around you. You're in a forest, and there are a lot of mosquitoes. And you're like, kaat gaya, kaat gaya. Or you can say, okay, yeah, it's fine, ho gaya. It is itching you, but if you don't touch the mosquito bite, the tingle will go in a couple of minutes. You know that, right? If you touch it, वो बड़ा हो जाता है, and then it itches you even more. So if you try that and you don't complain about it, very soon मच्छर भी काटने बंद हो जाएंगे. That's also a kind of suffering. Or if you have skin allergy, no, I've got skin allergy, I've got skin allergy, and then you don't talk about it, you can choose not to suffer. You can choose to be free of the pain. Or, for example, you've twisted your foot right now. And like, oh my God, मेरा पाँव twist हो गया, अब क्या होगा? अगले 6 महीने I have to be in a cast. On the contrary, if you just sit down that time, heal your foot, you ask your body's healing power, please just heal the ankle. I don't want to be in a cast. Healing wishes to you, healing wishes to you. I invoke the power of my body to heal my foot. Magically, that strain will vanish tomorrow. It's happened with so many people in the first Sangha, especially Shraddha Kandelwal. It happens. Magic happens. We can choose to be free of pain, of suffering, if we believe in the power of healing and so many things accordingly. So let's learn to be in the now. Yes, Ankur, please continue.
Why does the mind habitually deny or resist the now? Because it cannot function and remain in control without time, which is past and future. So it perceives the timeless now as threatening. Time and mind are in fact inseparable. Imagine, imagine the earth devoid of human life, inhabited only by plants and animals. Would it still have a past and a future? Could we still speak of time in any meaningful way? The question, what time is it? Or what's the date today? If anybody were there to ask it, would be quite meaningless. The oak tree or the eagle would be bemused by such a question. What time? They would ask, well, of course, it's now, the time is now. What else is there?
So, do you know there's so many planets which have habitation, but not human beings? So, then it's timelessness there. You're growing, you're evolving, you're growing, you're evolving. Trees, even in India, are over hundreds of years old, right? There's nothing called time. It's just about now. Whoever comes उनकी शरण में जो आता है, they give them shade, they give them energy, they give them healing. It's just the human beings who've created this entire time syndrome. Date, time, and in fact, time and mind can't be separated. It's the one and the same thing. We are evolving with time. Everything is about now, but yet we think there's a barrier. So let's learn to grow over it. Yes, please continue.
Yes, we need the mind as well as time to function in this world. But there comes a point where they take over our lives. And this is where dysfunction, pain, and sorrow set in. The mind, to ensure that it remains in control, seeks continuously to cover up the present moment with past and future. And so, as the vitality and infinite creative potential of being, which is inseparable from the now, becomes covered up by time, your true nature becomes obscured by the mind. An increasingly heavy burden of time has been accumulating in the human mind. All individuals are suffering under the burden, but they also keep adding to it every moment, wherever they ignore or deny that precious moment or reduce it to means of getting to some future moment, which only exists in mind, never in actuality. The accumulation of time in the collective and individual human mind also hold a vast amount of residual.
Residual pain. Okay, thank you. So the mind, firstly, Nisha, which paragraph, which line, whenever you ask questions, please quote that. There are two paragraphs. One is the first one, what time, the other one is dysfunction. Which one are you talking about? So rather than taking time of the class, please start quoting the paragraph. Otherwise, it becomes very unclear. So before, I don't know which one she's talking about. So let me explain this paragraph when she asked me function. Okay, so it's very simple. Yes, we need the time as well as the time to function in the world. हमें time चाहिए ना कुछ काम करने के लिए life में, right? That's very clear. But एक ऐसा भी point आता है where we take over our lives. Time takes over our life. And that's when dysfunction, malfunctioning हो जाती है. जब हम टाइम के साथ नहीं चल पाते, तब हम पास्ट में रहते हैं, तब हम प्रेजेंट को एम्ब्रेस नहीं कर पाते, तब यहाँ पर दर्द भी होता है, यहाँ पर परेशानी भी होती है, क्योंकि हम एम्ब्रेस ही नहीं कर पा रहे नाउ को. हम पिछली जिंदगी में रह रहे हैं एंड जो नया टाइम आया है इट्स यूजलेस बिकॉज हमको ये पसंद ही नहीं आ रहा. नॉट समय के साथ नहीं चल पा रहे. सो क्या होता है, डिसबैलेंस हो जाता है, डिसफंक्शनिंग हो जाती है. आर यू क्लियर अबाउट दिस? इफ नॉट आई कैन गिव यू सम एग्जांपल्स. समय के साथ चलने में ही भलाई है. That's what they say. And that's what this chapter is saying. Those who don't embrace the now are always suffering. So very important to understand that. Thank you for asking. So the mind, to ensure that it remains in control, seeks continuously to cover up the present moment with past and future. And so, as the vitality and infinite creative potential of being. So बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है समझना कि अगर हमें आज के कंट्रोल में रहना है तो ऑब्वियसली टाइम की तो इम्पोर्टेंट है ही, कल जो हुआ आगे जो होगा वो सब तो होगा ही. बट वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट आई एम अ बीइंग, मैं अभी रह रहा हूँ एंड देयर इज इन्फिनिट क्रिएटिव पोटेंशियल. इतना सारा पोटेंशियल है जो मैं क्रिएट कर सकता हूँ अपनी लाइफ के साथ अभी रहने में, इस मिनट में. दिस मोमेंट इज inseparable from the now. If I'm a being, being मतलब I'm being right now. So अगर मैं बोलती हूँ been, if it's past, I was a human being, I was been. Being is only in the present. And अगर future में होगा तो there will be again something added to it. Being is only the now. So being and now is all together. It's one and the same things. Two sides of the same coin. They're inseparable. What is the true nature? Our true nature is about love and love or light. This true nature becomes clouded, blinded by the mind. Mind is playing games with us. So, very important to let our true nature be on top. Always echo love, always give love, so that love is what you get back. Now, understand one more thing. There's a heavy burden of time which is accumulating in the human mind. Time, kal aisa tha, kal aisa tha, kal aisa tha. People are living in the past. So very important to know that we have to live in the present. Don't burden yourself. जो बीत गई वो बात गई. Forget, stop talking about it. It's over, it's done and dusted. Talk about now. All the individuals are suffering under this burden. सब लोग कल जो बीत गया उसके साथ बात कर रहे हैं. And they keep adding to it. उस story को बढ़ा. I have a story. I have a story of my past. And I'm harping about it. I'm talking about it. I'm adding to it all the time. Now I'm adding the misery. I'm being ignorant. I'm denying the precious moment जो आज है उसको deny करके मैं कल की बात करे जा रही हूँ या मैं future की बात करे जा रही हूँ. So what is happening? I'm never living in the now. I'm never living the actuality. And जब ये इकट्ठा हो जाता है, collective हो जाता है, the human mind is full of pain from the past. So इसीलिए past की बात करने से कोई फायदा नहीं है. Even 1 minute ago is past. So understand it's always the power of now. Very important to keep moving on. So Amit, example simple है जो आपने पूछा. जो बड़े लोग होते हैं वो कल की बात करते हैं. कल हमारे पास इतने रुपए थे, हम राजसी जिंदगी जी रहे थे, ऐसा कर रहे थे, वैसा कर रहे थे, और वो आज को एक्सेप्ट ही नहीं कर पाते. आज आप उनके पास जाओ सिर्फ कल की कहानियां करेंगे या आज के बारे में कंप्लेन करेंगे. क्यों? क्योंकि वो आज को एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर पा रहे. Are you clear about this, Amit? Any more examples? Please let me know. Very well put, Nehal. Been, being, will be. Absolutely. So right now it's all about being. You're a human being. Being matlab abhi rehna hai, is moment mein rehna hai. Not in the past, not in the future. This book is all about that. Yes, Ankur, please continue.
If you no longer want to create pain for yourself and others, if you no longer want to add to the residue of past pain that still lives on in you, they don't create any more time, or at least no more than is necessary to deal with practical aspects of your life. How to stop creating time? Realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. Make the now the primary focus of your life. Whereas before you dwelt in time and paid brief visit to the now, have you dwelling places in the now and pay brief visit to the past and future when required to deal with the practical aspects of your life situation. Always say yes to the present moment. What could be more fertile,
Futile.
futile, more insane than to create inner resistance to something that already is? What could be more insane than to oppose life itself, which is now and always now? Surrender to what is, say yes to life, and see how life suddenly starts working for you rather than against you.
Very beautiful. Let's understand this paragraph. If you no longer want to create pain for yourself and others, if you no longer want to add to the residue of past pain that still lives on in you, then don't create any more time, or at least no more than is necessary to deal with the practical aspects of your life. अगर हमें पास्ट में पेन में नहीं रहना है अपने लिए भी या किसी और के लिए भी, अगर हमें बार बार पास्ट की बात करके परेशानी होती है और वो अभी भी हमारे साथ है, सो प्लीज बार बार टाइम की बात मत करें. ओनली टॉक अबाउट व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू. प्रैक्टिकल एस्पेक्ट में रहें. जब आपको पता है प्रेजेंट मोमेंट शुड बी ऑल अबाउट गुडनेस, इट शुड बी ऑल अबाउट लव, एंड डोंट टॉक अबाउट द पास्ट दैट अपसेट्स यू, irks you, irritates you. Don't talk about it. Stop creating that kind of time. उसके बारे में मत बात करो. जो गया वो गया. So let's not talk about it. Let's not harp over it. How to stop creating time? Realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. So आप जो time create कर रहे हैं, it's only when you're not living in the time. That's when you're creating time. So please understand that this is what matters. This is what I have. पीछे है जो आगे है वो मेरे मेरे हाथ में नहीं है, ये मेरे हाथ में है. इस समय मैं क्या संस्कार डाल रही हूँ अपने में, क्या हैबिट्स डाल रही हूँ, क्या बीजारोपण कर रही हूँ, what seeds am I sowing, what ideas am I planting in my mind, am I going for some autoimmune suggestions in my mind, am I sowing my subconscious mind with some beautiful affirmations. I am creating my life just right now. Make the now the primary focus of your life. अभी सब मैटर करता है, अभी की प्लानिंग कर लो. इसलिए हम बोलते हैं ना कि आप अपना स्केड्यूल कर लो. तो आपको आगे जो आने वाला है, जो अभी है, यू नो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली यू सपोज्ड टू डू. अब इस समय सोचो मैं क्या करूं, आई एम वेस्टिंग टाइम, आई एम प्रोक्रेस्टिनेटिंग. तो पहले से ही इफ आई प्लान कि मुझे इस समय मेडिटेशन करनी है, इस समय बिजनेस करना है, इस समय एक्सरसाइज करनी है, इस समय फैमिली टाइम है, इस समय स्लीपिंग टाइम है, खाने का टाइम है, तो एटलीस्ट आई एम सॉर्टेड. मुझे बार बार नहीं करना पड़ेगा. So very important for us to know कि the power of now lies within now. पहले you were dwelling in time, पहले क्या था, क्या नहीं था. आप वहां विजिट करते हैं, आप उसकी बात करते हैं, क्या वो आपको फायदा कर रहा है आज? Ask yourself a question. Talking about the past, does it help me now? If not, why should I go there? So please do not keep paying brief visits to past and future. But future you can visit if you are manifesting for that particular block of time, not all the time. That block of time when you're creatively visualizing, do visit the future. That's still okay. But knowing that now is what you're working on. So please become practical. Please always say yes to the present moment. I'm a yes person. All thing is wonderful for me. I love the way life flows, and whatever is happening for the best. Believe in the process of life. That's when life will have your back even more. What could be more futile? इससे वर्स क्या होगा, फ्रूटलेस क्या होगा, मीनिंगलेस क्या होगा, ज़्यादा इंसेन क्या होगा, than to create inner resistance to something that is already there. So if you are creating resistance, अभी को आप कुछ कर नहीं रहे, इसका मतलब आप रेजिस्ट कर रहे हो ना टाइम को अभी. आप कल की बात करने में आपने आज वेस्ट कर दिया है. What could be more insane than to oppose life itself? Life तो अभी हो रही है, कल और आप आगे नहीं, अभी हो रही है, और इसी को अपोज कर रही हो, नॉट टेकिंग इन योर स्ट्राइड. सो प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, सरेंडर टू व्हाट इज. जो अभी है वो परफेक्ट, सरेंडर कर दो ना. से यस टू लाइफ एंड सी हाउ लाइफ सडनली स्टार्ट्स वर्किंग फॉर यू rather than against you. जो लोग बोलते हैं ना, अरे बहुत बकवास लाइफ चल रही है, अभी तो समय खराब हो रहा है, कई लोग तो साढ़े सत्ती चल रही है, आई डोंट नो व्हाट आर पीपल से. आप किसकी बातों में जा रहे हो? You can create your life the way you want. Why are you talking about these things? Be happy, flow in love, everything will work for you. And if you believe in the process of life, life will unfold beautifully for you. Stop wasting your time in these astrologers and these people. Remember, they're only working with your subconscious mind. So please, please, please say yes to life, say yes to now. On this point, we will take a 1 minute silence and we'll reflect upon what we have just studied. So close your eyes. I believe in the power of now. I say yes to life. I believe in the process of life. I am a believer of all things wonderful. I no longer keep harping about the past or about the expectant future. I believe in the power of now. If I manifest for the future, I know right now I'm sowing the seeds of the future. So it's all about now. And now is when I flow with love, knowing that life has my back. How wonderful. We can all open eyes. So, this 1 minute that we get is all about thinking of what we've read. If you want this 1 minute to be longer, you can please type and let me know so that I can extend the time. It's all about a quick reflection of what. So, remember, the human mind can just process it beautifully in just a very short time. The longer time you give it, the longer it will take. We can process the way we want it. So understand this beautiful power of our mind, which is actually, if you know that our mind processes even faster than a computer. So it's about how you want it to function. If you want to take time, I'm very comfortable with that. The present moment is sometimes unacceptable, unpleasant, or awful. So this is a question of the statement mentioned, and let's understand the meaning. Ankur, please read.
It is as it is. Observe how the mind labels it and how this labeling process, this continuous sitting in judgment, creates pain and unhappiness. While watching the mechanics of the mind, you step out of its resistance pattern and you can then allow the present moment to be. This will give you a taste of the state of inner freedom from external conditions, the state of true inner peace. Then see what happens and take action if necessary or possible. Accept, then act. Whatever the present moment contains, accept it as if you had chosen it. Always work with it. not against it. Make it your friend and ally, not your enemy. This will miraculously transform your whole life.
Very important to understand that the present moment is sometimes unacceptable. It's unpleasant. It's awful. But if you observe the mind has labeled it. It's put in a box and said, "Oh, bada kharab time chal raha hai. Arey, this is how the person is." What are we without our labels? All of us have labeled ourselves into something. Somebody says, "Oh, I'm a visionary." Somebody says, "Oh, I'm a little lazy." Somebody says, "Oh, I'm this." We put boxes and labels to ourselves. And this labeling process in its way is so judgmental. It's full of a sick mentality. You're just judging all the time. Why can't you accept everything the way it is? क्या जरूरत है जिसको डब्बों में डालने की and boxes में डालने की and thinking about this person as everything is okay the way it is. Why are we always in the judgment position? Now, being judgmental is a huge mental problem. It's creating pain, it's creating unhappiness, it's creating something which is not required by any one of us. So, by watching the mechanics of the mind, you step out of this resistance pattern and you can then allow the present moment to be. अगर इस जजमेंट से हम बाहर निकालें अपने आप को जो बहुत इजीली हो सकता है तो आप रेजिस्ट नहीं कर रहे कि अरे ये इंसान ऐसा है जैसा है बहुत बढ़िया एक्सीलेंट देन यू कैन एक्चुअली लिव इन द प्रेजेंट मोमेंट भाई आज ऐसा है कल वैसा होगा लोग बोलते हैं लोग नहीं बदलते ये भी तो एक जजमेंट है किसने बोला आई एम श्योर ऑल ऑफ यू नो पीपल हु चेंज्ड ऐसा तो नहीं लोग नहीं बदलते aren't all of us changed now almost 80 days we're clocking off haven't we changed our mind has changed, our lifestyle has changed, our thinking has changed, we become more positive, so we have changed. So why do we say लोग नहीं बदलते? किसने बोला? ये भी तो हमने लेबल कर दिया लाइफ में. So please stop labeling people. अरे she is very sweet. तो आपने टेस्ट किया है किसी सार पर्सन को? मतलब hello, what are you talking about? अरे बड़ा गुस्सा आता है, आपको नहीं आता? Oh, she is very very like this. Oh, how do you know? Yeah, have you tasted the person? Have you like, what is it? These are your judgment. Are everyone is great. Have you heard the side that all of us have a good and a bad side? We all have angels and devils working on us. It's all right. Nobody can be perfect in any time. गुस्सा सबको आ सकता है. And it's स्वाभाविक, natural है. अगर आ रहा है तो आ रहा है. उसको भी accept कर लो ना कि अभी गुस्सा गुजर रहा है मेरे से. जैसे हमने बोला कि thyroid is happening right now. I don't have thyroid, but thyroid is happening. So it's happening, it will go also. Similarly, okay, I have an anxiety है मुझे अभी है भी चली जाएगी. So learn to accept the present moment. This is okay. It'll give you a taste of the state of inner freedom from external conditions. And then you will truly get inner peace. जब आप किसी को लेबल नहीं करते हो ना, तो आपके पास आधा काम खत्म हो जाता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आपको खाना नहीं खाना है फॉर एग्जाम्पल पूरी फैमिली व्रत कर रही है आज तो आज तो कुछ काम ही नहीं क्या खाना बनना है क्या नहीं बनना है कब परोसना है कब नहीं करना है इट्स ऑल फ्री एंड दैट इज हाउ योर माइंड इज जब आपने किसी जजमेंट ही नहीं किया कुछ किया ही नहीं सब कुछ बढ़िया है सो यू विल ट्रूली फील हैप्पी इंटरनली and then you know what happens only goodness happens that's what unfolds because then you are not seeing anybody through tinted glasses or darkened glasses or something and your vision is clear everything is great and always try to see the good in people always कई लोग बोलते हैं बड़ा मुश्किल है यार लोगों में अच्छा दिखना इतना फुल ऑफ इविल है ये इंसान बिकॉज ये आपने बना रखी है इमेज तोड़ के देखो जरा इसको accept then act. So learn to accept people the way they are and then act momentarily. Don't and इसमें भी conditioning होती है अरे इसके यहाँ तो ऐसा ही behave करना है नहीं अभी accept करो और फिर act करो. Whatever the present moment contains, accept it as if you had chosen it. Always work with it, not against it. हमेशा जो अभी है ना उसके साथ काम करना चाहिए. उसके अगेंस्ट जाएंगे तो इट्स लाइक स्विमिंग अगेंस्ट द टाइड ऑफ द वाटर. एक रिवर फ्लो कर रही है एंड आप उसके अगेंस्ट जाना चाह रहे हो तो आपकी स्पीड कितनी कम रहेगी. अगर आप उसके फ्लो में जाओगे तो you'll फटाफट पहुंच जाओगे. So please work with it, not against it. Make it your friend and ally, not your enemy. अपना फ्रेंड बना लीजिए टाइम को, लोगों को, सिचुएशंस को, एक्सेप्टेंस को. तब आपकी लाइफ मिराक्युलली ट्रांसफॉर्म हो जाएगी क्योंकि आप सबको एक्सेप्ट करना शुरू कर देंगे जैसे वो हैं. So please learn to accept. Please learn to be pleasant. Please learn to be awesome. Forget anything negative. And that's today's Saransh, and that's today's learning. Again, we'll take a minute of silence in talking about accepting. So let's learn to accept. What did you understand from acceptance? And this is your takeaway in the silence zone. So again, close your eyes. I accept people the way they are. I accept situations the way they are. I accept them in the now and then I act. My life is peaceful, wonderful, because I accept the reality right now. No more baggages, no more labels, no more baggage of the past. It's all about now. I'm at peace because I accept it the way it is. And whatever good or bad, I know this too shall pass. And so it is. So it is. Thank you so much, Ritesh sir, for showcasing this beautiful book for all of us. Let's move on to the Magic Weight Loss Pill by Luke Cottino. So understand that life is flowing beautifully. Life is the way it was meant to be. Good or bad, आपने इसको इनवाइट किया है. आप कई बार सोचेंगे कि अरे मैंने तो नेगेटिविटी नहीं इनवाइट करी है, क्यों ऐसे हो रहा है, why is it happening? I didn't call for it, but हमने ये call for किया है because there's a lesson to be learned right now. So very, very, very important to understand that. So let's go for it. Let's understand it. Yesterday we talked about the power of drinking, sensible drinking. It was more about alcohol and how it depletes. And my husband took it so seriously. He had a glass of wine. He's like, "Oh, look, bhaiya ne bola hai to have every day." And my children, "Why are you having? It's a wonderful Wednesday." I'm like, "Very nice. Use the things the way you want. How wonderful." Okay, and today is the power of lemon water. Let's understand that how lemon works and how lemon is absolutely magical. And lime is so amazing. So over to you, Ankur. Let's read it. Chapter number 9, The Power of Lemon Water.
Rich in vitamin C and B, riboflavin, and minerals such as calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium. Lemon has been used widely all through history in cuisine, medicine, desserts, healing brews, and cosmetic products. Those who are allergic to lemon or get throat pain when they have it should skip this. But for the rest, incorporating this fruit into your diet is probably one of the most powerful lifestyle changes, especially for losing weight.
एक minute, Ankur. So vitamin C and D is full of is like really filled in lemon, every part of it. Riboflavin, minerals, जैसे calcium हो गया, phosphorus हो गया, magnesium हो गया. लेमन में सब कुछ है. लेमन वर्ल्ड वाइड यूज होता है. हर क्विजीन में जब खाना बनाते हैं लेमन इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट. अगर आप इंटरनेशनल भी जाएं या इंडिया में भी जाएं, एक स्लाइस ऑफ लाइम काट के साथ में रखते हैं. इंडियन खाने में नींबू सामने रखते हैं बिकॉज लाइम इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ ईटिंग. इसकी मेडिसिनल क्वालिटीज भी हैं. डिजर्ट्स में भी यूज होता है. लेमन चीज केक एंड लॉट्स ऑफ थिंग्स आर यूज्ड इन लेमन. हीलिंग ब्रूज जो काढ़े बनते हैं उनमें भी यूज होता है. कॉस्मेटिक प्रोडक्ट्स में भी यूज होता है. बिकॉज लाइम का एक ब्लीचिंग एजेंट होता है। दादी नानी के नुस्खे हैं कि अगर आप मुंह पे लाइम लगा के जूस लगा के बैठ जाओ तो आपकी टैनिंग निकल जाएगी, आपकी स्किन को वाइटामिन मिलेगा। सो लाइम इज यूज एवरी सिंगल वे। हाँ, जिन लोगों को लाइम से एलर्जी है या जिनको पीक कर थ्रोट में दर्द होता है, ऑफ कोर्स आप मत यूज करिए, बट 99% लोगों को नहीं होता। सो स्टार्ट इनकॉर्पोरेटिंग इस फल इस इसको स्टार्ट यूज करें अपनी लाइफ में। इसको कई लोग फ्रूट्स भी बोलते हैं, हमें इंडिया में तो सब्जी में आता है, पर इसको फ्रूट भी बोला जाता है। सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड, ये बहुत पावरफुल लाइफस्टाइल चेंज है, स्पेशली उन लोग के लिए जिनको वजन लूज करना है। सो क्या क्या इसके फायदे हैं, हम आगे बढ़ेंगे। प्लीज गो फॉर इट।
Lemon alone won't burn fat, but it adds value to the body in many ways that contribute to effective weight loss. In India, it's a tradition to sprinkle lemon juice over most food because it helps increase the alkalinity of the meal, which in turn leads to better digestion and assimilation. Warm water and lemon stimulates your metabolism, which in turn burns more calorie. If you are at your ideal weight, you can have a lemon a day. If you are underweight, half a lemon a day is good. Have two lemons over the course of the day if you are overweight.
लाइन कैसे ले सकते हैं? दाल के ऊपर करके, नींबू पानी लेकर, खाने के बाद गुनगुने पानी में नींबू डाल के। सो अगर आप वेट से स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं तो कैसे ना कैसे करके अपने दिन में 2 लाइम डेफिनेटली ऐड कर लीजिए, उससे आपका वेट कम होगा। कैसे कम होगा? बिकॉज लाइम ब्रेक्स द फैट, so it's very important, and lime increases the alkalinity of the body. So अगर बॉडी में एसिडिटी है तो वजन कम नहीं होगा, ये हमने पहले पढ़ा था। अगर बॉडी को हम अल्कलाइन बना रहे हैं तो बॉडी इज बिकमिंग अ प्लेस, अ फर्नेस फॉर द फैट्स टू बी कट डाउन। इट ऑल्सो हेल्प्स इन गुड डाइजेशन एंड असिमुलेशन, उसको जैसे असिमुलेट करता है फूड को। एंड अगर हम वार्म वाटर एंड लाइम पी लें तो उससे हमारा मेटाबॉलिज्म फास्ट हो जाता है। तो इसीलिए आपने देखा कई लोगों को। लेकिन प्लीज ये गलती मत करिए खाना खाते कि इमीडिएटली बाद पी ले। हमेशा 20 to 25 मिनट्स गैप मिनिमम होना चाहिए खाना खाने और कुछ पीने के बीच में। सो इसलिए लेट द प्रोसेस अलाउ फॉर द फूड टू ट्रैवल डाउन एंड देन हैव वार्म वाटर वाटर विद लेमन। उससे आप कैलोरीज भी बर्न करेंगे, मेटाबॉलिज्म भी बूस्ट करेंगे, एंड अ लॉट ऑफ गुड थिंग्स विल हैपन। सो आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड। इफ यू आर थिन, अंडरवेट हैं अगर आप, तो हाफ अ लाइम तभी भी आपके लिए भी इम्पोर्टेंट है। डोंट थिंक कि अगर आप पतले हैं तो आपके लिए इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है। और अगर आप नॉर्मल हैं तो आपके लिए 1 लाइम इज गुड। अगर आप थोड़ा वजन ज्यादा है तो 2 लाइम इज गुड। इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि अगर आपको बहुत वजन है तो 3 लेमन ले लीजिए। डोंट मेक द मिस्टेक, 2 इज मैक्सिमम। कई लोग ओवरडू कर लेते हैं, वो भी नुकसानदायी है। यस सर, लेट्स टर्न द पेज।
Lemon juice is also one of the best remedies for acidity and bloating. The juice is acidic in its raw form, but when it mixes with saliva, it becomes alkaline, which creates a healthy environment in the body and facilitates healing.
बहुत लोग बोलते हैं कि जो लाइम तो एसिडिक होता है, लाइम तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं लेना चाहिए। लेकिन जब हमारे सलाइवा से मिक्स होता है तो अल्कलाइन बन जाता है। और ऑब्वियसली आप खा रहे हैं पी रहे हैं, सलाइवा के बिना तो जाएगा ही नहीं बॉडी के अंदर, यहाँ से मिक्स करेगा ही। सो इसीलिए जब लोग बोलते हैं कि नहीं नहीं मत लो भैया बड़ा एसिडिक है, तो उनको बोलो सलाइवा से मिक्स होता है तो अल्कलाइन बन जाता है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। और अपने आप आपको अगर एसिडिटी है ट्राई करिए ना, आपको समझ में आ जाएगा। ऑल्सो आपकी बॉडी में इतना हेल्दी इन्वायरमेंट बना देता है कि आपकी बॉडी हील करना शुरू कर देती है। जितना बॉडी अल्कलाइन होगी उतना जल्दी वेट कम होगा, उतना जल्दी आपकी बॉडी हील करेगी और आपको प्रॉब्लम्स खत्म हो जाएंगी। अब क्या क्या फायदे हैं, हम आगे बढ़ते हैं। अंकुर प्लीज पढ़ें।
The benefits of drinking lemon juice mixed with water forms a very long list, a few of which I have mentioned below. First, as a liver tonic, use this concoction to detoxify your liver. Second, to provide relief from toothache. Third, as the juice is rich in potassium, it is good for your heart and for controlling high blood pressure. reducing mental stress and nausea. Fourth, to alleviate asthma or respiratory problems. Fifth, for treating rheumatism and arthritis. Sixth, lemon juice mixed with organic jaggery is great for people who smoke, as this replenishes vitamin C lost by the body because of smoking. Seventh, as a natural blood purifier. Eight, for gargling if you have a sore throat.
ओके, सो अब लेमन जूस के बहुत फायदे हैं जब पानी में डाल दे तो। सो लिवर टॉनिक की तरह यूज हो रहा है। कंकॉक्शन से आपकी बॉडी में टॉक्सिन सब निकल रहे हैं। फ्लश आउट कैसे होते हैं? थ्रू योर यूरिन। सेकंड, रिलीफ मिल जाता है। दांतों में अगर दर्द है तो आपने शायद देखा होगा, नींबू लगा लो तो उससे भी दांत में रिलीफ मिलता है। और अगर आप पानी में डाल के पी लें तो भी रिलीफ मिलता है। एंड इतना रिच है पोटेशियम में कि आपके हार्ट के लिए बहुत अच्छा है। आपका ब्लड प्रेशर भी कंट्रोल में आएगा। अगर आपको स्ट्रेस है तो वो भी कंट्रोल में आएगा। नौजिया, उल्टी होने की फीलिंग आ रही है, तभी भी फायदा होगा। अगर आपको अस्थमा है, रेस्पिरेटरी प्रॉब्लम्स है, तो उसको भी कम करेगा। अगर आपको र्यूमेटिज्म है, अर्थराइटिस है, बोन्स में दर्द रहता है, तो उसमें भी फर्क पड़ेगा। लेमन जूस को अगर आप ऑर्गेनिक जैगरी यूज कर लें, सो पीपल हु स्मोक, उनके लिए विटामिन सी जो खत्म हो जाता है, जो बर्न हो जाता है बिकॉज ऑफ स्मोकिंग, उसको भी कहीं ना कहीं नलिफाई करके थोड़ा सा एड ऑन कर देगा। आपकी ब्लड को प्यूरिफाई भी करता है। और अगर आपकी गर्दन में दर्द है और आप उसको गार्गल करें लेमन वाटर से, तो राहत भी मिलेगी। आइए आगे बढ़ें।
The properties of lemon are anti-aging, whether consumed as a drink or applied on the skin. You can even apply the juices to your scalp to reduce dandruff and give shine and volume to your hairs. Lemon juice rubbed onto the face and allowed to dry gets rid of blackheads and acne and reduces wrinkles.
ये तो बहुत लोग को पता होगा, मैंने अभी भी कहा था। अगर आप इसको ड्रिंक के साथ करेंगे तो डेफिनेटली आपको वैसे ही आपकी एंटी एजिंग हो जाएगी। स्किन पे अप्लाई करेंगे तो स्किन में ग्लो आ जाएगा, टैन निकल जाएगा। और अगर हमने, बहुत लोगों ने सुना होगा लेमन जूस डैंड्रफ के लिए अच्छा रहता है, सो अगर आप स्कैल्प में लगा लेंगे डैंड्रफ खत्म हो जाएगी, या आपके बालों में शाइन आ जाएगी, वॉल्यूम भी आ जाएगी। फेस पे रैप करेंगे तो आपके ब्लैक हेड्स अगर और एक्ने अगर हैं तो वो भी खत्म हो जाएंगे। रिंकल्स अगर हैं तो धीरे धीरे उनमें फर्क पड़ेगा, बिकॉज कोलाजन में हेल्प करता है ये। तो अगर आप यहाँ पर ध्यान से लगाएंगे तो आपका अल्टीमेटली 3 हफ्ते के बाद आपको स्किन में रिजल्ट में फर्क पड़ेगा। तो इसके लिए बेस्ट रहता है एक बिफोर आफ्टर क्लोजअप पिक्चर या सेल्फी ले लीजिए, अपने आप रिजल्ट मालूम पड़ जाएगा आपको कितना फायदा कर रहा है। So fill a bottle of water and throw it in thin slices of lemon with the skin. So आपको क्या करना है, पानी की जो हमने आपकी अभिप्रीति में आपने देखा होगा infused water. So what is infused water? हम सब आरओ का पानी पीते हैं आजकल। बहुत कम लोग पानी उबालते हैं, छानते हैं और मटकी में रखते हैं। पहले कल्चर था, अब कोई नहीं करता। सो इससे मिनरल्स डिप्लीट हो जाते हैं। इसलिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि कांच की बॉटल्स ले लीजिए। प्लास्टिक इज रियली नॉट एडवाइजेबल टू यूज। यूज कर रहे हैं तो बात अलग है। कांच की बॉटल ले लीजिए, उसमें पतली पतली लेमन की स्लाइसेस लगा लीजिए विद द छिलका। ऑफ कोर्स वॉश इट वेल, काट के आप पानी में डाल दीजिए। थ्रू आउट द डे जब उसको सिप करेंगे तो आपको एक तो मिनरल्स मिल जाएंगे, इसका फायदा मिल जाएगा, एंड इट्स गोइंग टू बी ग्रेट। So sip on this throughout the day. Additionally, start and end your day with a glass of warm water, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, half teaspoon of organic honey. Observe changes in your health and skin in mere 2 or 3 weeks. So अगर आपने शुरू कर दिया एक ये प्रोसेस, जहां आप दिन की शुरुआत कर रहे हैं ग्लास ऑफ वार्म वाटर से, 2 टेबल स्पून ऑफ लेमन जूस डाल रहे हैं, थोड़ा सा ऑर्गेनिक हनी डाल रहे हैं, आधा टी स्पून, तो आप खत्म भी इसी से कर रहे हैं, तो आपकी स्किन में फर्क पड़ेगा, आपकी हेल्थ में फर्क पड़ेगा। 2-3 हफ्ते में ही आपको मालूम पड़ जाएगा। So actually, lemon is a beautiful fruit, which is very, 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 very amazing, full of magic. It's a magical fruit. Thank you, Ritesh sir, for showcasing this chapter. Thank you, Uncle, for reading all 3 books for us for so well. for the first time. Thank you for taking the challenge. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's have a reader for the day. Let's have a heart thought reader. So somebody who's never read for us before, it'll be like अंकुर ने शायद कभी भी नहीं पढ़ा और पहली बार उन्होंने पूरा का पूरा तीनों चैप्टर पढ़ लिया. So it's amazing, commendable to him. Okay, so अगर आप लोग नहीं अपना हैंड रेज करेंगे तो मुझे पूछना पड़ेगा. All right, Neelam, please read the heart thought for all of us. Raise your hand. Let's unmute yourself. So today is wonderful once again. It's about love. I am worth loving. At least 3 times a day, stand with your arms open wide and say. 3 बार आपको अपने heart level पे हाथ खोलने हैं and बोलना है. I am willing to let the love in. It is safe to let the love in. So 3 बार बोलना है so that आप इसको आगे बढ़ रहे हैं. You're trying to understand yourself. आप रेडी हो रहे हैं, अपना हार्ट खोल रहे हैं, आप बोल रहे हैं कि यस आई एम रेडी फॉर द लव. बहुत सेफ हूं मैं. नीलम, आप पढ़ रहे हैं क्या या नहीं? Okay, so I'm not going to waste much time. Let me just, yes, Neelam, please read.
Prachi, I can't see it quite well because I'm on a mobile, so it's not
Acha,
too clear.
no problem. I'll read it. No problem.
Sorry.
No problem at all. So yes, Ritu, please read.
You don't have to earn love any more than you have to earn the right to breathe. You have a right to breathe because you exist. You have a right to be loved because you exist. That is all you need to know. You are worthy of your own love. Don't allow your parents or society, negative opinion, or popular prejudice make you think that you are not good enough. The reality of your being is that you are lovable. Accept this and know this. When you really do, you will find that people treat you as a lovable person.
How wonderful. So it's just like अगर हम अपने आप को लव नहीं करते, so हम दूसरों को लव कैसे देंगे? एक इमेजिन करें, एक ग्लास में पानी है, पानी में बहुत मिट्टी है और उस मिट्टी को कैसे बाहर निकालेंगे? मिट्टी मतलब आपको लैक ऑफ लव है या कुछ आपके अगेंस्ट प्रेजुडिस ये है कि मेरे में ये ठीक नहीं है, वो ठीक नहीं है. जब तक आप और पानी पोर नहीं करते चले जाएंगे, वो मिट्टी बाहर कैसे निकलेगी? सो यू हैव टू कीप गिविंग योरसेल्फ लव, लव एंड लव. और आधी बार हम अपने आप को लव क्यों नहीं कर पाते? तो हम विलिंग नहीं होते. हमको लगता ही नहीं कि इट्स सेफ फॉर मी टू लिव लव इन. हमें ही लगता ही नहीं कि आई एम वर्थ लविंग. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड सोसाइटी ने क्या बोला है, पेरेंट्स ने क्या बोला है, लोगों ने क्या बोला है. तुम मोटे हो, काले हो, पतले हो, तुम्हें बोलना नहीं आता, ये वो उनकी परिभाषा थी. दैट वाज देयर पर्सपेक्टिव, नॉट योर पर्सपेक्टिव. You are whole and complete. You were born whole and complete. So please understand this reality that you are lovable. Accept this and know this. When you really accept it, you really love yourself. सब लोग भी आपको love करेंगे और दूसरों को भी love कर पाएंगे because आप में बहुत 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 love रहेगा. So understand करें कि आपका love उतना ही important है जितना important आपके लिए breathe करना है, खाना खाना है, पानी पीना है. Love is what you are and love is what you have to feel. तो अपने आप को अगर फोर्स करना पड़े तो फोर्स करिए. शुरू में कई बार करना पड़ेगा, इसीलिए मैं बोलती हूँ मिरर वर्क इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो हम तो मिरर वर्क एक बार हर कोर्स में करते हैं. आपको अगर अपने आप से करना है तो प्लीज अपने आप से कर लीजिए. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू. मिरर वर्क की सारी हिंदी में भी और इंग्लिश में भी मेडिटेशंस भी ऑन रिकॉर्डेड हैं यूट्यूब पे. सो जिस भी लैंग्वेज में कंफर्टेबल हो वो आप मेडिटेशन भी कर लीजिए. Very important to fall in love with yourself. So thank you, Ritesh sir. I'm definitely worth loving. So it is. Okay, any particular theme for the date for meditation? If yes, please let me know so that I can work on that. If not, of course, I'll figure something else out. All right. So let's now go for it. Our back straight, our feet firmly placed on the ground below or cross-legged, feeling that I'm grounded with Mother Earth, in sync with her. My hands in a comfortable resting position. Could be the Gyan Mudra, the Buddha pose, or facing heavenwards. And I'm wearing a smile. Life is beautiful. Life is magical. Life is about you and me. So let's inhale in this magic. Inhale magic. Feel the magic in every part of your being. Exhale this magic and share with the world. Inhale love. Exhale love. Inhale worthiness. I am worthy. And so it is. Exhale it. Let the world see that you deserve to feel loved and you deserve yourself and you love yourself. You feel you're worthy. When I value myself, the world values me. When I love myself, the world loves me. When I have high esteem for myself, people have high esteem for me. When I am kind, people are kind to me. When I am abundant, the world sees me as abundant. First, I have to elevate myself into how I want to be. And that's when the world sees me. As we are meditating, please always watch that you're doing deep breathing. The more deeply you breathe, the more your stomach expands and deflates, the more meditative you are. Remember, we can keep watching our breath and keep listening. First important step for us is to do deep breathing to center, balance, and align ourselves. Breath, the most precious gift given to us. The vitamin O that we breathe every day is a gift of Mother Nature that keeps us thriving, alive, and flourishing. How wonderful! We are blessed from every part of our being. Mother Nature, the unconditional giver, first gives us this beautiful breath that we're taking unconditionally from her. In fact, she's giving it unconditionally to us. We are the blessed lot. Mother Nature provides us cellular energy. Mother Nature gives us water, water that we drink so easily, water that's 70% in our body. Mother Nature gives us the food we eat. She has fruits growing on her, plants growing on her, which we're taking as vegetables and fruits. She's growing carbs on her, all grains on her, all legumes on her, all lentils on her. She is such a giver. She has animals in her that we may eat. Everything is on Mother Earth. Janani Janmabhoomi, Ma Prakriti, the eternal provider. How blessed we are to live in such a beautiful environment full of abundance, love, and growth. Each one of us is growing beautifully, holistically. We're looking after our spiritual needs, our mental needs, our emotional needs, and our physical needs. The same Mother Earth is what we are walking on, exercising on, breathing on, and doing so much of whatever we are working on. Our offices, factories, schools are all on Mother Earth. How wonderful she is. Our planet Earth is endowed with life. That in itself is a miracle. Sister Gaia of the Mahasaptrishis has chosen to form a planet for us souls, souls who are in the lower dimension, who need to embrace the shift, who need to elevate to a higher dimension. And that is happening because our consciousness is raising. We are becoming more aware with each passing day. How wonderful. Thank you, Mother Earth, for all that you do for us. Yes, we are consciously trying to elevate our consciousness. And we promise that together we will make this shift. We will take us all into a higher dimension, a world which is full of beauty. Dear Mother Earth, thank you for allowing me to walk on you. I don't know if you feel trampled or not, but I do it absolutely unknowingly. And there are so many little insects that I walk on unknowingly. There's so many little germs that I kill when I talk unknowingly. I ask forgiveness because you have created life, but I also know you created for a purpose. It's a circle of life. These germs also have a purpose. Once they die, can they reincarnate into a higher, better evolved species? Thank you, Mother Earth, for looking after all of us. Unfortunately, you wanted love and oneness, and we divided ourselves into country, races. We played the war. We forgot peace, love, joy, bliss. But we hope to give you that world very soon because we're trying to learn to evolve, to embrace oneness. Dear Mother Earth, yes, we are making an effort to shift. Thank you for always being there for us. The roots in my feet, if I'm sitting on with my feet on you, or if I'm sitting with my crossed legged, the roots from my thighs, my calves growing into you, are grounding me, nurturing me, nourishing me. Dear Mother Earth, I know you have already given me so much, but today I invite three beautiful virtues for my growth. Kindness. Let me be kind to everyone around me, no matter who they are. Animal, plants, whoever. Let me not pluck any flowers. Yes, I may buy them from the florist because they've already been cut. Let me not knowingly hurt any being, may it be a plant kingdom, animal kingdom, or a human kingdom. Allow me the virtue of compassion. Let me be compassionate to every soul. Let me understand them. Let me not judge them and put them into boxes. Who am I without my stories? Who am I without my preconditioned mind? Let me be in the now, where I embrace everyone in totality the way they are right now. Let me be at bliss, at peace when I do that. And dear Mother Earth, I was born with love, but somewhere down the line it's got clouded. So can you give me a fresh dose of love today? My body is filling with love. My body is filling with compassion. My body is filling with kindness. These three have come from my roots and traversing up through my legs, through my beautiful body. I can feel the energy traveling everywhere. I'm so blessed. Whatever I want, I get. Life is a giver. All I have to do is just ask, and the magical genie appears because life has my back, universe has my back, and I'm only radiating at a very high frequency. Whenever something goes wrong, I just affirm the right thing. Yes, wrongs will happen, I know that. But I can make that right with my positivity, with my affirmation, with my belief. And right now, I've been gifted with these three beautiful virtues. So I can be more kinder to myself, more compassionate to myself. These virtues aren't for the others, they're for me. I can love myself a bit more, knowing that I am worth loving. I am blessed. I am one with myself, with everyone around me. We are one. And so it is. So it is. So it is. Let's look at a life level, eyes closed, and thank all the experiences of the past lives. Thank the experience of now, where we've been nurtured, nourished with such beautiful knowledge. And let's thank our wonderful future because it is nothing but the best. As we are more kind, more compassionate, more loving. So, whatever we create right now will unfold in the future, full of love. And so it is. Let's open our hands to the universe above. Dear universe, thank you for having our backs. Dear divinities, thank you for showering us with choices to best of blessings. To all the gurus, to all the teachers, to all the masters, in this dimension or the others, is this realm or another's, is this in this plane or another, in this life or the past ones. I thank you for nurturing me, nourishing me, and enlightening me. To all the angels and guardians, thank you for ensuring I see the magic in life and I always feel I'm safe. To the cosmos, thank you for including me in your Leela. I fold my hands together in gratitude towards all of you. I bow down to all of you for nurturing me, nourishing me, and making me so much like magic. I expand my angel heart. I am love. I am light. I share my light. I shine bright, bright here, bright now. I'm open to all the love and goodness in the universes. I am love. Let's fold our hands in gratitude once again and rub them together. And bless yourselves with your beautiful chi, ki, energy, or prana. Your conscious subconscious mind for restructuring, reprogramming, unlearning, unlearning. Your wonderful face with the five senses, your neck, the food pipe that carries spiritual food in your tummy, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, wrists, fingers, nails, upper back, spinal cord, middle back, lower back, hips, chest, lungs, heart, liver, stomach, kidneys, gallbladder, uterus, intestines, sexual organs, excretory organs, thighs, calves, toe fingernails, heels, soles of feet, and the roots are growing from there. Come back up. Dearest magical body, thank you to all the organs for working on their optimum best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Trillions of cells to the blood circulation system, muscles, tissues, fibers, glands, bones, and skin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thank all of you. to the pran that flows in me, the energy that flows in me. Let's share our love, light, and abundance filled wishes with our Sangha, their loved ones, and all beings on Mother Earth. Let's share our light. Sanya, Kripa, Yanji, Ushaji, Nikita, Siddharth, Vanna, Ankur, Chikisha, Peena, Sangeeta, Reema, Raviji, Pratimaji, Seema, Nitin, Shubhra, Meenakshi, Nisha, Nehal, Sakshi, Prashant, Rigu, Naveen, Zalesh, Alona, Shivani, Kavita, Shalu, Archana, Shruti, Mudita, Aanchal, Rohini, Parul, Akshay, Reena, Rajiv, Payal, Jitendra Ji, Shami, Ankur, Neelam, Sunita, Puneet, Prachi, Mitu, Poonam, Yashvi, Radhika, Shelly, Amit, Mom, Kuldeep Ji, Poonam, Anika, Monish, Hina, Parul, Monica, Sapna, Richa Jhuria, Disha Jujani, Ashish Kumbat, Born 121 for Life, Ritesh Sir, Amrita Ma'am, Sanjay Sir, and Shweta. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessings for you, Radhika and Ritu. I think I missed you. And Sunita. And today we have a birthday girl amidst us, Archana Agarwal. It's not your birthday? Okay. Ruchika Agarwal, sorry. So I can't see Ruchika. Let me try and spot her. Is she here with us today? I don't think so, right? So, okay. Ruchika, you aren't here between us right now, but a very, very, very happy birthday to you. I'll probably be in touch with you throughout. So, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone, for joining in for this magical morning. Tomorrow, let's see each other once again at 5 o'clock. Love, light, and abundance. And yes, Nitin, thank you for recording for every day for all of us to have a data bank. Thank you. Atma Namaste to all of you. Thank you. Be blessed. Be safe. Take care. Love, light, and abundance. Take care. Lots of love.